Hello, everybody. Rokelle Lerner here, and I am Senior Clinical Advisor to Crossroads Centre in Antigua. You know, one of the things that I'm really proud of at Crossroads is our family program. We meet with family members and actually do therapy so that the addicts, alcoholics, and family members can begin to dialogue. Sadly, one of the things that I've noticed is the pain and the shame that I see in the way many addicts, alcoholics have parented their own children. You know, the compassion and the self care in our recovery that's needed, especially if you're currently parenting, is so tantamount to our recovery. I'd like to read you this excerpt from Daily Affirmations that I wrote years ago. And this entry is called I Am a Consistent Loving Parent. Today, I affirm my ability to parent in a new way that enhances self-esteem. I've learned from the experiences of my childhood that I don't have to repeat the patterns from my alcoholic home or my dysfunctional family. My children receive my love in a healthy, loving way. I will deliver clear messages that not only tell my children that they're important, but that will also give them guidance. I will avoid giving messages that invite my children to fail. Today, I will honor my children by showing that I care enough to set limits for them. At the same time, communicating that I do love them. I can discipline with respect, and if I need help with my parenting, I will not be defensive and full of denial. If I need help, I will get it. If I need to improve my parenting, I can do it. Today, I validate my parenting skills. I appreciate my accomplishments, and I can accept my mistakes. You know, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most loving things we do in our lifetime is break that cycle of addiction by getting help for ourselves and by staying in recovery. And particularly during this pandemic, it's been so difficult. I am working with a recovering alcoholic, a woman, single parent right now. She's got about a year of sobriety. She is the sole breadwinner for the family, and she's got an 8-year-old. And when that school closed, this woman said to me, you know, Rokelle, I don't know how I'm going to cope with this stress, both financial and the stress of having to be the teacher, the mom, the friend, the guardian to my son. There are many, many different strategies for self-care. And one of the first strategies for self-care for those of us in recovery is to use your sponsor and to use your fellows in your meeting. See if you can stick your head out the door, take a breath of fresh air, spend time in nature, do a gratitude journal, engage your senses. You know, there are many, many areas that we can experiment with, but it is so important to have some compassion also for our struggle. I think parents do the best they can with what we have. We always do. You know, I've never met a parent that wakes up in the morning and decides how they're going to screw up their kid that day. It doesn't work that way. But some of us who grew up in alcoholic homes or dysfunctional families, learning how to be a good parent is like writing checks from an empty checking account. We have to have mentors, and we have to get help sometimes. I want to close by reading this to you, particularly for those of you listening that have given yourselves a really hard time by the fact that you aren't parenting perfectly. And you're trying to balance your recovery with being a good and respectful parent. This is called Adam and Eve. I don't know who the author is, but I think it provides us with perspective. And it goes like this: whenever you're out of control, take comfort. Even God's omnipotence did not extend to his kids. After creating heaven and earth, God created Adam and Eve. And the first thing God said was, don't. Don't what? Said the kids. Don't eat the forbidden fruit. Well, where is it? It's over there, said God, wondering why he hadn't stopped after making the elephants. A few minutes later, God saw the kids having an apple break. Didn't I tell you not to eat the fruit? The first parent said. Uh-huh, Adam replied. Well, why did you? I don't know, said Adam. God's punishment was that Adam and Eve should have children of their own. And thus the pattern was set and has never changed. But there's reassurance in this story. If you have lovingly and persistently tried to give your children wisdom and they haven't taken it, don't be too hard on yourself. If God had trouble handling children, why should it be a piece of cake to you? It's so important to use humor. Be well, be gentle with yourself, and reach out if you need help. Till next time.